Okay, you guys, we are back with another video, and I'm back to say I told y'all so, and a few of you came for me. I had to block some people on this, honey, because you see, one thing about my OG subscribers, they know when I say something, it is exactly as I say it's gonna go down. Do you guys remember when I heard that America was going into Venezuela and Donald Trump said it was to fight against drug trafficking and to get the drugs out of the United States? And I said to you guys, that's not making any sense, because if your country has a drug problem, you would start by eradicating the problem from your backyard. You would have a mass rehabilitation program. And I said he would crack down on the drug dealers in his country and the trap houses and the crack houses in his country before moving on to Venezuela, right? You guys remember when I said that? And I said he's going to Venezuela for oil. And there were people in my comment section telling me that those oil rigs in Venezuela, they're old and there would have to be billions of dollars invested to get oil from them and all of that. And I'm like, oh yeah, mark my words, because I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong, honey. Never. Never. And I always tell you the level of accuracy over here is quite impeccable. And now it has came to pass that Donald Trump did in fact went into Venezuela for oil. No. I told y'all so. So he went to Venezuela for two things, for oil and to stop Maduro from joining the BRICS nation, because what Mr. Trumpy Trump smelled is what was cooking. And if Venezuela, one of the countries with the largest oil reserve had locked in with the BRICS nation, it would have been the end of the U.S. currency faster than how the U.S. currency is going to end. The U.S. currency is going to end. It's going to end. Trump is personally seeing to it that the U.S. currency is going to end. And he's not doing so indirectly. He's not doing so directly. He's doing so indirectly, because now that he has invaded Venezuela, caused unrest in the Caribbean. Anyone who knows that the Caribbean is a very peaceful place. Hence why a lot of Americans have been fleeing to the Caribbean, especially since the pandemic. So he has caused a lot of unrest in the Caribbean. And when I say unrest, I don't mean war, but a lot of people have been uneasy since then. And now he's saying that he has his eyes on Greenland. And Greenland is saying, mother effer, we're ready. Ready or not, we are prepared for you, because you ain't getting your hand on Greenland. And there's this gentleman that has a island next to Greenland. He's saying that the island is filled with magical powers, and he's offering it to Donald Trump so as to mitigate the invasion of Greenland. Now, as y'all can imagine, if you have been keeping up, he has seized how many ships? Is it 3 or 4 at this point? One of those ships were being navigated by submarine, because that ship was headed to Russia and it had the Russian flag. So he's posting and he's bragging, saying that Venezuela has committed to only buying United States products, and Venezuela has committed to selling them over 500 million barrels of oil. Based on what I'm seeing, there's a division in Venezuela. Some people believe and support the removal of Maduro. Some people are against it, but as it relates to the people outside of Venezuela, like if you look at the premiers across the world, the politicians across the world leaders, they are against it, because what Trump did, it basically violates the sovereignty of the Venezuelan people, because if the people wanted Maduro to be removed, then what they would do, I don't think Venezuela is a part of CARICOM. No, they're not. They're not dictatorship. If you're a dictator, you're not a part of CARICOM. But what they're saying is that what Trump did was a violation of sovereignty. And, you know, if they allow Trump to get away with such acts, it's just a matter of time before he invades other countries and islands and do the same. Now, this is why some people were saying he was using Nicki Minaj as a puppet to get into Nigeria, because Nigeria has a lot of precious minerals. I forgot what the major mineral is, but is it cobalt? I'm trying to remember if it's cobalt. My Nigerian people, I know you guys are here from time to time. What's your largest mineral reserve that you have? Is it cobalt? Because now that he did what he did in Venezuela, I do believe that he has his eyes set on Nigeria. And he bombed a location there on Christmas Day, saying it was ISIS. So what we're seeing here, it is nothing new. And you guys know it is nothing new. As I've always said, you know, and everyone knows this. This has always been the behavior. Always been the behavior. Take away from the other countries and make America wealthy. Well, you leave those countries, you know, poor and destitute, while you could be doing deals with them, purchasing the product from them, and it would be a win-win situation for everyone. Even though we're hearing that they're going to buy, you know, the oil from Venezuela, I don't believe it, because if you go in and you invade and you arrest, I don't believe it. And if you're seizing ship, I don't believe there's any intention to be fair to the Venezuelan people. I don't think there is any fairness in any of this for the Venezuelan people, you know, and I think some of them may see it as, you know, finally freedom, and they may see this as an opportunity to democracy at last, but there might not be, because when you look at America's history, we've seen them doing this before and leaving the countries worse than when they entered. So it's not sitting well with a lot of people. It's not. And we're going to have to see what happens with this one, because I think that a lot of countries who know have precious minerals and materials are going to be teaming up with different countries just to keep America out. But it's rather unfortunate that I could see this happening. And when I said this was going to be the end result of it, you guys told me that I had no idea what I'm talking about. And it came to pass that I know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also know for a fact that a lot of you guys know that I wasn't wrong. But the reason why you guys support this behavior is because you believe that when things like this happen, you're going to become wealthy. You're going to get your stimulus checks. You're going to get your government funding and all of that. With this administration, it will never fucking happen. That's what I'm here to tell you. If you're not looking at what Trump is doing, and if you're not paying attention, I don't know when you'll need to start paying attention, but it will never fucking happen. Trump wants all the brokies out of America, and he doesn't even care if you are an American citizen. And I said it about a month ago or so. The video is still there as proof that I did say this to you all. I did. And here we are today.